Hello, PCPS kindergartners. So today for writing, we are going to fill in a heart map. Earlier this week during writing, you have practiced writing sentences and you have corrected mistakes in sentences. And it's very important to know the right ways to write sentences, but it's also very important for you to sit down and write about things that are on your mind or in your heart. So that's why we're going to make this heart map, so that way we can have independent writing time and we can have somewhere to go to look at the ideas of things we would like to write about. So the first thing you need to do is brainstorm some ideas. What does brainstorm mean? That's right. It means you get your brain thinking about a whole bunch of different ideas, and then we're going to take those different ideas and we're going to put them down right here. So in your brain, I want you to think about some things that are near and dear to you and your heart. Okay, so first thing I think about is my family. So I'm going to draw a picture of my family in one of these sections of the heart. So in my family, I have me and my husband. Got some curly hair. Here's me. And my husband. And who else is in my family? I have two daughters. One has blonde hair and one has red hair. So when I draw them, I'm going to draw them to look like Emma Jo and JC Ann. And so when you draw your family, try to make sure you use details that shows who your family members are. So after we draw our family, then we are going to need to write the word family. So that way when we go back and look at our heart map, we can already have a word written for us that we might use in our writing. So to write the word family, we need to tap out the sounds that we hear. Family. So then we are going to write those sounds that we heard into our heart map in that area. So I'm going to write am, I, l, e. Okay, now what's the next thing that you think about when you think about things that are near and dear to your heart? I think about my PCPS family. I love my students and I love my coworkers. So in another section of my heart map, I'm going to write PCPS. And I'm going to draw a picture of the school. You may also remember from our phonics dance song that we know how to spell school. S-C-H-O-O-L. School, school, school. So you can write that into this section of your heart. Okay? So the next thing that I think about that's really important to me is my church family. I go to a church called CCE, so I could write that into my area. But you're also going to want to draw something that shows, so that way when you look back, what that was in that area of your heart map. So I'm going to put a cross to show that that is my church. Okay? Let's think about something else that's very important to us. Pets, very good. At my house, we have a dog, we have 3 cats, we have 3 turtles, and we also have my classroom pet visiting with us, who is a crested gecko. So we have a lot of pets in my house. Before we begin to draw my pets, I want to write the word pets. Can you tap it out with me? P-E-T-S. All right, so let's write the word pets. P-E-T-S. Pets. All right, then I'll go in there and I'll draw the pets that I have. All right, the next thing, do you like to travel? I love to go to the beach. I like to go on vacations. I like to go to shows, go to dinner. I love to travel. So I'm going to write travel into this section of my heart map. So before I can write the word, I have to tap out the sounds. Tr, a, v, o. Travel. And in that section, I'm going to draw a picture of the beach. I might even draw a picture of the mountains because that's where my husband likes to go. So we travel to the mountains sometimes. So the next thing I'm going to think about, maybe something that I like to do. What is something you like to do? I love to read. So I'm going to put read or maybe books into this section of my heart map. Okay, can we tap out the word books? B, k, s. Very good. Now, when you put your books in here, when it comes time to write about books, you might want to write about a book that you've read. You might want to write about a character that you read about. Or maybe you want to tell why you liked a book that you read. B, k, s. So I'm going to draw pictures of some books in that area. Let's see, I have one more section left. What is something else that's very important to me? My friends. So my friends are a very important part of my life. So I want to put maybe a drawing of some friends holding hands. And they could be playing together. You might want to write your friends' names, or you could write the word friends. Ready to tap it out? Fr and z. Okay, so we'll write in the word friends. And now I just need to go back and I need to fill in my drawings on my heart map, and then my heart map will be complete. So you want to keep this heart map somewhere that you can refer to it whenever it's time to do independent writing. You're going to want to pull out your heart map and you're going to want to look at something from your heart map. You're going to choose it and then you're going to write about it. You can write about something that your pets did. You could write about what pets you have. You could write about something you like to do with your pets. So when you do your writing, we have provided some writing paper for you, but you could also use any notebook paper that you've got. If you could, make sure to make yourself a top, a middle, and a bottom line. So that way we're keeping our letters the right size. Make sure that you use your spaces. Make sure that you try to use lowercase letters except, that's right, at the beginning of a new sentence or when you're saying someone's name or the important place that you went. Those things get capital letters, but everything else should be a lowercase letter. So we also need to have spaces between our words and what else? Punctuation marks. We need to have a period if we are telling something. We could use an exclamation mark if we're writing something that we're very excited about, or we could put a question mark if we're asking a question. Okay, so that is our lesson on how to use a heart map. See you next time.